All right, good morning, my. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, my people, my MVP family, my um, Blessing Soup Kitchen manager, all of you, everybody. Just good morning, my personal family, and all of you out there who have been so totally awesome. So I'm just touching bases. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so tired, but it's shameful. It is so shameful. I'm not complaining, but it's a good shamefulness, if there's such a thing. I was up until after 12 talking to my daughter last night, and she says, "Mommy, aren't you going into work tomorrow to these children?" She actually just got me off the phone, but it was a good, refreshing talk, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful when, you know, I am grateful to know that I can have the good talks with my children. I can have good talks with my sister, my brother, my family. I have cousins that were so close, and I'm older than they are, but we still have that good connection. I'm very thankful. So often you hear of the strifes and the struggles in families, and I have to give God so much thanks um, when I sit to count blessings, which are like infinite, actually. I can't ever, because every day I'm thinking and I'm looking and I'm saying, I am so blessed. It's not about financial blessings, guys. Let us look for blessings where just even to have a conversation with your child is good. Just having the respect of your children, if you do have them, is a blessing in itself. Having a good relationship with your siblings, with your parents, with your anything, those are good blessings. Because no matter how much money we have, if we're angry, if nobody likes us, if nobody wants to be around us, if nobody, it's tough. So that's a big blessing for me to be able to, to connect with others, and they're willing to listen to me because I can talk. I mean, and that's what life does to us. We have gained experiences over the years, and so a person who is 30 or 40 may not want to talk as much as you or 60 or 50, and who have been around and have seen life, and has the different experiences. So I like that. I like when I call home, especially when I'm talking to people from my community, whether it's from Trelawney or from St. Elizabeth, and I can say, "So what happened to Jim Brown? What happened to Miss Martha? What happened to, it is such a good thing to stay connected." So this morning I want to be thankful because even though I was up late with my daughter, it was a good talk. It's like, it's not questioning and anger and feeling bad, or feeling whatever, disappointed, whatever. It was good conversation. And so I want to say thank God for that. And then one of the reasons why yesterday I didn't do a video yesterday, I had it in mind too, because there was so much blessing just spilling out. Like, they just keep running after us. They just keep. Listen, the Blessing Soup Kitchen, I don't know why I pulled that name to call it that, but I believe that it was just the fact that it was just an epiphany. It just happened. You think about things, and you're looking at, can I buy a house in Jamaica somewhere? The houses are they are so ridiculously overpriced. Just look at what they're selling for all this money, and I'm like, for what? You know, and so in doing that, I one of the things I would love to do if I get home is to do community service. I don't need to come home and work anymore. I want to come home and be able to do community service. I'm into the children. I would probably do like a little youth center where children would get to come in and learning continues. Or again, we cook some hot meals and they get served. And so when they get home to their parents, that's one thing they don't have to worry about. But then in thinking these things, I also know that finding a way to support the elderly would be a big deal for me, because especially those who have worked in the farms because they didn't get a chance to go to school and elevate themselves. There are many who got opportunities and have not used it. But then you look at those people who never got the chance, never went to high school, never got the chance to move from here to there. All they know is to be out in the field, whether it's cold or whether it's hot, and that's all they know. And so there's no retirement money for them, and there's no anything put away for them. When they can't work, then they're done. They're living hand to mouth. And so those are the people that I really want to reach out to, because they have lived their lives and have done the best they could. And there are many whom they have fed and did so much for, who now, because they didn't have dollar bills to give to them, they really just have deserted them. And so that's where my heart is, just to give back to those who are elderly. So getting up and thinking about it and reaching out to Bev Brown, um, and how quickly she responded and sent me the videos and was just interested. It means that God was in it. It wasn't Beverly. It wasn't this Beverly alone. It was God in it, and it was just time to start. So when I picked the name, The Blessing Soup Kitchen, I just know that it was going to be a blessing because of what we plan to do. And so yesterday, listen to me, man. I mean, when I mentioned and we got support for the barrel, we had AG who sent some funds to help put something in the barrel. My sister in New York who purchased 100 pounds of rice. Then we had Miss Ruby who packed 2 barrels where she were. We got them shipped. Now we're working on getting the funds together so that we can clear them, because it's soon time for them to be cleared, and we have to give God the glory. And then to know that Bev Brown has a project, and I decided that, you know what, I'm going to help you with this project. But what I didn't know was that with me there, we're putting things together, getting things done. I didn't know. Out of the clear blue, I got a call. And that call, again, we spoke for an hour and a half. And at the end, the person says, I want to contribute to the soup kitchen. And I was like, oh my God. And yesterday, the person did come through. And the person has donated over $70,000 to help build the kitchen, a comfortable kitchen for Bev Brown to cook in. But that wasn't all the blessings, people. Another person, Bev Brown will tell you the stories. Another person whom went to church, I'd reached out to her. She had gone to church. She got home, she called me. We're chatting. And then the other person called, and I told this person I have to hang up to get the other call. And when I hung up, guys, and after I finished with the person who donated the 70,000, mind you, I just sent funds for Bev to buy the steel and the steel and something else she needed. So we got the money. So we got the sand, we got all of those things, the stone, the sand. She has the money already for the blocks. We got the bathroom fixtures, the basin, the thing, the toilet bowl, everything. We got all of that. The kitchen sinks, somebody donated those to her. She got the water tank, and she got the money on Friday. I sent the money for the steel, and oh God, I forgot, right? So now she need the zinc and the stuff like that, and that one person donated the 70,000 for that. Then the person is meeting with Bev Brown in Montego Bay so that they can go actually purchase the stuff. So in my heart, I feel like we're going to be able to get more than just that because we need the cement. We need the cement. We're going to need the doors and the windows. So that's all I'm going to beg, guys. If you can donate anything, drop it in the GoFundMe, so we can get the doors and the windows for the project. Everything else is in place. So now the other person called and called back, and we're talking again. And that person donated a deep freeze for the soup kitchen. Who could it be but God? So yesterday was just blessings upon blessings, guys. Believe me, I was so happy and was so blessed that I got up and I didn't, I'm going to tell you, I didn't get up my flannel gowns until late evening because um, I didn't have breakfast because I wasn't hungry. And the calls and the conversations was just back and forth with, just, oh my God, listen. And what I love, 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 and respect about Bev Brown is the transparency. It is just such a beautiful thing. And then we have her daughter, who on her birthday, she was like, tell Miss Bev it's my birthday. And I said, happy birthday to you. And in my head again, guys, I don't work off my own things, and God just leads. And the young lady, I said, you know, I wonder if she gets a freezer, she would use it to build. I don't know her situation. In my heart, I just thought. And the young lady was so ecstatic. And guys, I sent the funds and she went and she got her freezer. She had a choice of a $65,000 one and a $55,000 freezer in Jamaica. She chose a $55,000 one. You know why? Because the change that she got back, she used it because I said, you're in that area, maybe some ice cream or something in the evening, some bag juice, stuff like that. You could sell it to support to help you. And she listened and she bought her freezer, and then she went ahead and she stocked up on her ice cream and her fudge and stuff and icicles. And she said, Miss Bev, the first week, last week Sunday, she sell off. Everything sell off and people were still wanting more. So she was able for this Sunday gone. I don't know how they did because, as I said, God has, I'm not rich. I shouldn't say I'm not rich because you know what? It's not all about money that make riches. Riches also comes from having the heart to give back, no matter how little it is. And this Sunday past, she said she invested now in 2 things of ice cream and what have you. And she's building. And I said, you get your little poly bags, make your bag juices, drop them in there, they freeze. People, it's hot in Jamaica, people will buy them. And so I am so grateful that they listen. I'm not perfect, I don't know everything, but as I say, experience, a lot of experience, it teaches wisdom. And you see what works, and people who are interested to building and to making it a little better for themselves, when they get opportunities, they will use it to do well. So she makes me proud, guys, and this is what I'm saying to you this morning. I feel so overly blessed. I feel like all of you who say God bless you and blessings, Miss Bev, and blessings, blessings, it does work because God has opened the windows and has been pouring out blessings. Not in my pocket, guys. It's not in my pocket. I'm not getting wealth to put in my pocket. I don't want that kind of wealth either because if I get it means there are more people I can help. It's the only reason I'd want a good outpour of financial blessings because I know that the needs are great and there are people out there that I could really, really, really support. So my heartfelt gratitude and my sense of the things that I've gone through yesterday and that I was up so late talking with my older twin. It's because where are you supposed to be? Good morning. So you need to go to specials. I'll see you later. It feels so good when kids they want to come and visit, It's right. So my joy, my bubbling over it's not because of me. It's because of the blessings that people who deserve blessings have gotten. Bev Brown, everything that she has done, we're doing the soup kitchen. She knows that the finances are coming from here. And those of you who have donated, I so appreciate you. Don't ever think that what you have donated to the soup kitchen has not been appreciated. We have used it well. We have feeding 17 people. And even though the videos show 3 days of meals, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I need you to know that every day there are people who are eating from the soup kitchen, because we feed 3 days, we're feeding 17, but the other days, for 8 days, there are 3 people who are getting their 2 meals. So God bless the Blessing Soup Kitchen, and we're asking you to just pray and lift it up. Bev Brown has been so transparent. I love and appreciate and respect her so, so much. Everything she does, there's a receipt, there's a Miss IHS Minister Sister Dawkins. She takes the time to show what was spent, show how much is left, and it makes me feel good, like it's really been respected and run as a business then, because monies are going in and people are not taking it for granted, that they're showing that the monies are spent. I'm not there. I'm here and I have to trust them to spend on what they spend. They're showing that, Miss Bev, this is what the monies have been used to do. So for those of us who have donated, I can release the receipts or the things, if you want to see them. But just know that Bev Brown, my manager, our manager, MVP family, Life with Bev Brown's family, please know that she deserves every support that you have given to her. And so we'll continue to pray that the soup kitchen will continue onward and upward, and that as the blessings increases, that we will be blessing more. So yes, guys, a freezer for this Blessing Soup Kitchen is secured, and there's a monetary thing that will come with that, but that is for a later time for us to tell you. And I know that today Bev Brown will finally have everything needed to start on her project. Who could it be but God? So people, do good. I don't care how small the seeds are that you're planting. I don't care if you can only share a meal with one person, a mother with more than one child, and you can say, look, me cannot feed all of them, but send one come. That release a little stress from that mother, that now she'll provide for 2 instead of for 3. So don't ever think that any blessing is too small, because they're not. They really uplift and renew the strength of people. It creates hopefulness. It creates a sense of, you know what, life isn't so bad after all. And it gives people the oomph to get up and go. So remember that, guys. Wherever you are, whatever blessings, don't forget, go back to when Christ left these parables on earth, and it's for us to look into them and to understand them, right? Remember the talents. I keep going back to it. A lot of people, when they get blessings, because it's that they don't look at it as important, or look at it as, okay, you know what? I'm getting a start here. Let me build on it. And all that some people do is sit and complain. They complain. Even when they're getting support and they don't do what they need to do with it. But they complain. When you get your talent, if it's only one thing that somebody could support you with, get up and use it. There are 24 hours in a day. We sleep 8 hours. We don't need 8 hours sleep. We don't. We can survive off 6 hours. And so last night I went to bed like what? After almost 1 o'clock, or after 1 before I fell asleep. I was up at 6:30. And I'm here. And I had my first class, and and I'm here. So we can survive. But some of us, we need to take 10 hours sleep. If we don't get 10 hours, then we didn't get sleep. And we need to, instead of getting up and making hay while the sun shines, And when you get your talent, if it's one, if it's a half a talent, go out there and work with it. Go make it build. And I'm just saying it's not about me, it's what Christ says in the parable with the talent. When they all got their talent and the one who got one, everybody else went out and turned over what they got. And this reminds me of Bev Brown, who never flinched. And as tired as she is, I remembered when I met Bev Brown and I found out about her channel and I started encouraging and supporting and guiding and doing whatever because somebody did it for me when I started out. I didn't know a lot. And I might not be on that channel anymore for personal reasons and they know why. But Jamaica Life Nice, they were the ones behind me. They were the wind beneath my wings, helping me to get a steady footing, teaching me. When I got monetized, it was Queen who sat there and said, did screenshots and share her screen and showed me how to get in there and get things done. So I, with Bev Brown, took her under my wings and I said, oh, try this, do that, to support her as she grows because somebody supported me. But what I like about her is that when she gets something, she makes it work. She doesn't sit and, I remember when she would, the reflux and the acid reflux and the menopause. And I said, Bev, get up. We all go through menopause. We all go through changes. It's not just about you. Get up and live your life. And I remember when she started getting out and I said, you have fruit trees. You have content in Jamaica. I don't even have content here. Put the camera on a banana and talk about it. Put it on something in the back and talk about it. And Bev started building and growing. And look at her now. Look at her now. I'm just praying. It's not so bad. The light went off. But I'm just praying that she'll get to the 1,000 because I know she'll work hard to maintain and so she can get a little check. Even, But that's how life is. You get your talent, guys, no matter how little it is. Work on it and make it build. You cannot sit back and think that every day, you work on whatever you have and you make it create wealth for you. So many do not get the opportunities that many of us get. And they're out there trying and building and, Bev Brown's daughter makes me so proud when I see her happily, appreciating the deep freeze. And now she's selling. She says, I was able to pay part of my light bill, to help pay my light bill from what I've been selling. So now it's about guiding her to make sure that her profit is not going into her house thing, or she stop using funds from the house, but to make sure that she business is business, because she wants it to grow, she wants it to build, and at the end of the day, she wants to see what she makes out of it. Not, oh well, we can buy back an ice cream and then we're going to use this 5,000 to put to it. No. If you were paying 2,000 for your light bill, you still pay that 2,000 for your house. Now the deep freeze is burning its own current. The money for the deep freeze light usage should come from the business, from the ice cream sale. But the ice cream sale shouldn't be paying the whole house light bill. But that's something that she'll learn eventually and make it really generate wealth for her. So guys, I'm happy. I am so very happy. And I'm sharing these things with you. A lot of you say, oh, you're right, and you know 11. Stop it. It's in talking about our experiences, talking about that, even though I don't have all of that and big wealth, but I'm able to give back, that will motivate some of you to get up and give back to others. Because some of us, we think we don't have enough to share, but we do. So me talking to you is not about bragging. I'm telling you about God's goodness, how He's running after us, how He's running after the soup kitchen, how it's generating just for her saying yes. She's in shock. She says, my God, I never thought, Miss Bev, that just saying yes, that you and your family could have done so much for me. But it's how blessings work. It's how things work. And so I say to you guys, it's a typical example. I'm happy for her. and there will be others who will be blessed likewise, because if I am working with you, and if I see where I can support, I'm going to support. I don't care. I'm going to support. My thing is not to be leaving this earth. I can't take a darn thing with me. My children are doing well, so I'm not here scraping and scringing for them, because they can buy their own bread. I don't want to leave a lot of wealth behind and it tears my family apart, because now, who should get this and who took care of mommy more and who was doing for mommy. I don't want that kind of foolishness. And my children knows it. So they're generating their own wealth because they have gotten the foundation to do that. But as I go forward, I just ask that you will continue to lift me up as an individual. I'm still on my weight loss journey. I'm still trying to move and to do what I have to do. And so if you pray, and when you pray, please say our names. You, Ernestine, you always, always, always sending up prayers for Miss Bev and her family. And I thank you for them. So just know that I had to speak today, and to know that I'm still filled with joy. The teaching profession is not as exciting as it used to be. It is so much unnecessary things that are going on, so much unnecessary abuse, so much unnecessary things that people think that as teachers we don't have feelings, right? So they like to say, but you're the adult. No, children should still be respectful and show kindness. When you extend kindness, when you extend support, when you extend respect and love, then it's only reasonable that they don't have to love you back, but they can show respect. But I'm here and I'm doing the best that I can do, and I'll continue to do that until I can't do it anymore. So just keep lifting me up in prayers, guys. Lift me up in prayers, and know that I'm human. There's no perfection. I am just who I am. I appreciate all the blessings that God has bestowed upon myself and my family. And I am grateful for friendship, for love. All of you who have been here by my side through the good times and the bad times. Thank you so much for understanding me, for appreciating me, for just saying the good things that you say. Some of you, sometimes you crack me up. I always say, you slay me. Slay means that you're killing me with your jokes. That's what that means. It's not a bad thing. Right? So I thank you for that, for laughter. I thank you. Thank you for appreciating my work. Not perfect. There's still so many things that I don't know how to do. But I thank those of you who took the time to guide me through so that I can become a stronger, better me. Thank you, my people, because you are my people. You're my extended families. And I wish for you God's blessings wherever you are. Jet, I haven't seen you in a while. I know you have your struggles, but I pray that God will never leave you nor forsake you, because He did promise. And for all of you who have been there, I know whatever your situations are, just know that a relationship with God lightens the burden. A relationship with God opens new doors, open doors that have been closed, open a different path for you. So please have that relationship with Him. If you can't be good, be careful, but walk good, live good. Show some love, show appreciation, because when it comes back, it's a good thing. Take care, my people.